Hey guys, Alex Pushkar here with Siren Marine in another episode of Siren U. In this episode, we'll be showing you what comes in the box of your MTC, mounting considerations, and connecting the device to power. So here's what you'll see when you open your MTC. The device itself, a mounting bracket, screws for that mounting bracket, a Siren Marine screwdriver for the small terminal strip that's inside the device, a 6-foot power cable with an inline 5-amp fuse, and our app and installation guides included in the pouch. So a few things to consider when you're ready to mount your MTC is obviously location and the angle in which the device is mounted. So here we have our batteries located in the bilge. This is a good location. The device does have to get hardwired to 12 or 24 volts. This is a quick little run here. We're going to mount the device here laying down on this bulkhead with our mounting bracket. And you can lay it down right here. Hardwired connection ready to go directly to our unit off the battery itself. And also the angle in which the unit is mounted. We don't want to mount the unit facing down in any way or having the front of the device facing forward, only because the internal GPS is actually mounted right here on the device. Either completely flat or vertical up and down just like that is your best bet. Another possible mounting location on this boat in particular is up here behind the helm. Obviously we pulled this back. You can see all the amount of wire that's back here, and what's the most important thing is that you just want to make sure again that there's a 24-hour power connection directly to the device. That's not interrupted. It's not switched off. It's hardwired directly to a power source. In this case, obviously we have that ability to come directly to this negative bus and this positive bus here to confirm that we are getting a hardwired power source or hardwired 12 volts. So this location I like as well. A lot of the other gauges or switches that you may be bringing to the device are already back here. Maybe from your high water alarm panel, your bilge switch, all that kind of stuff can actually come directly to the unit and its terminal strip inside. Hey guys, we're back in the studio to show you how to connect the MTC directly to 12 or 24 volts. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you the tools needed to get this done, and also just the basic first step on how to connect this to power. So here we have the tools needed to connect the MTC to power. We have our 12-volt battery, a pair of wire strippers, crimps, dikes, wire connectors in case I need to extend my power run with from my supplied 6-foot power cable here. I have some positive and negative wire. I also have a butane torch to melt those butt connectors down, a couple drills, and our little Siren Marine screwdriver for our terminal board on the MTC. The first step on what you want to do here, obviously, is determine from where you're mounting the MTC to where the battery is determine that wire run. Like I said, this is a 6-foot length of wire that's supplied with the device. So we're not going to need this for the installation purposes here in the video, but it's just good to have some extra wire laying around. To start, I'm just going to remove our 5-amp fuse here for safety there before I connect it to power. And I'm going to dive right in here. Here I'm going to connect the positive and negative wire, red and black, from our supplied power cable, starting with the battery 1 input, battery 1 positive input, and I'm going to attach the black wire to our second pin, battery negative. So in this case, we are only connecting one battery. If you were looking to monitor a second battery bank or power source, you would just need either a second power cable or a second red lead to bring off your positive post of your second bank to the MTC. You'll also notice on the terminal strip that there's only one ground input, one battery negative input. Both battery banks would share a negative, so that's important to note as well. Now I'm going to make these connections here at the battery itself. I'm going to turn this around. Obviously, if this was your boat battery, you would have larger battery terminal posts. That's what these terminals would be for. You would crimp them onto the end of the supplied battery cable. For this case, I'm just going to connect this guy right to power. Now it's important also to put the fused side of the power cable closer to the power source instead of the device, only for the overcurrent protection. So I'm going to connect this to ground. I'm going to connect it to positive. And then I'm going to put my 5 amp fuse back into the fuse holder. Now, once the MTC is to power, you're going to notice the lights on the top of the unit begin to flash. We have a we have an orange LED and a green LED. The orange LED indicates the GSM or cellular connection, and the green LED indicates the GPS positions satellite signal. So both will go solid when they do acquire the correct connection. It's important to note that just by connecting the MTC to power, either 12 or 24 volts, you're going to be doing two things. Monitoring the battery voltage through this hardwired connection that we've just established. Also, you're going to be powering the internal GPS. So monitoring position, anchor drag, all of that is displayed in real time on the app just by connecting two wires. That wraps up this segment of Siren U. Be sure to check out our other installation videos on how to unlock the full potential of your MTC device.